I was just, collecting Geoculi when, I suddenly found myself in a cutscene. You know, the one for, the Archon quest. So, yeah. And I have no idea why there's a chest up there. Because I'm pretty sure I got all the possible chests that are up there. So, yeah, I'm a little confused. But, I guess we're starting it. So, yeah.
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the set. Let's look around.
Wait, do I get another chest for doing this? Something?
Hey, look! Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. No way! Just trust Paimon's instincts.
But yeah, I was trying to get the Oculi that's right here, and I just got pushed into a cutscene. And I wasn't expecting that. This is a lot higher than I was expecting it to be.
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon Alright, let's oh. Hey, looks like we've gotten close to the... Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the no. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use...
I'll keep this close.
I just wanted the Oculus. Yeah, I was trying to climb up here, and then suddenly the screen goes black, and I'm in a cutscene. Well, this is a problem. Don't know how I suddenly gained more stamina, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just, trying to collect some more Oculi. How many do I have now, actually? Oh yeah, that's definitely enough for, to level up the statue, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and level up the statue. But I'm not gonna have Traveler equipped, because then I might accidentally switch to Geo. Okay, let's see. So 30 minus 7. That's 3 minus 7. $23. I need another 23 to max out the statue. Luckily, I've got the interactive map, so...
What's the hurry?
What the heck? No! No! That's just rude! You rude game thing? Whatever, I'm gonna get the chest that's here.
Hey!
You're open!
Just double check this is.
Wow, these will
Yeah,
come
okay.
in handy.
Also, I have been doing like reputation stuff, so I've unlocked condensed resin and the recipe for the thing that will be very useful without a healer.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking? We're invited guests. What No. Wait. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to our...
What? We're just on guard duty.
What nonsense! Seize these.
Well, here they come.
Oh wait, I forgot to set up the thing for the chat. Crap. I'm gonna just do that so that I don't get killed while I'm trying to make it so that I can read chat. Oh, I've got an alarm coming up too! I'll turn that off. And Twitch. My channel. Chat. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm considering doing live streams on YouTube as well, but the main thing is that it would be kind of hard to read two chats at once.
Dodge this!
Tactical!
Two arms!
Attack!
No one escapes my sight.
You better have died. Dang it! You're a turd!
Take the target! Take this! Attack!
Oh, sweet. You came back up. That was nice of you.
What's the hurry?
Go, Baron Buddy.
Take the target alive! Lithic Triad! Bested! Who goes there?
Get him.
Attack!
Bet you can't keep up with me. Let it rain.
Take the target alive!
Free!
Tactical! Retreat! Take this! Keep back!
What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to...
We're invited guests, here to look for the
Well, as it
Oh!
I'm Kuching. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang.
Wow. Paimon didn't think we...
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. These Millelith are just here to guard the scene.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be...
That was... Eh? Oh, right.
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the...
We're not taking sides.
When you say protect, you're referring to their...
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've gotta... Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. Either way, I will admit that Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed.
And...
I'll stop here. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor.
Favor? But... Wait! That's right! Greeting gift!
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourself. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon... Let's go gather ingredients! Time...
Maybe I should put in the Discord that I'm streaming if anybody wants to join the voice chat. Yeah, I think I'll do that. If anyone...
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious!
That's joint.
That's the one!
VC. Recording. You turd. What the frick? Razor, what are you doing? I thought the slime just dodged. I didn't think the slime was just being frickin' weird. Or that Razor was being frickin' weird.
Huh? Is it just... Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from... Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure...
Doubt it, but maybe they'll give us some treasure hoarder insignias.
You're open.
comes the hunted.
Yeah, they're not dropping anything.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders.
Aw, it was nothing.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jeweler. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I have. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various...
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh? And what...
do you have a box that can store presents?
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Ming... Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon Sugar...
So, I'm pretty sure I'll have to do the Ascension quest before I up my world level. So, with that one, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and try and get all the oculi before I bring up my world level. And then I'll see if I can do the 9 Pillars quest by myself, like on this account. If not, then I'll bring in my main account to just destroy the Ruin Hunter.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything, here, this container is itself an antique.
Yep. Hang on a moment. Could we...
Sure, please help yourself.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, it's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh, yes. You might want to use these
Woo, great! Now that we've put all that we...
Yeah. I certainly would not eat that. Especially with my sensory issues. I can't touch, like, lotions or slimes without feeling like my hands are, or whatever part was touched. Like my arms or
What's the
legs or
hurry?
whatever. They feel like extremely gross. If I touch slime or like lotions or anything like that.
According to Kuching, excuse me, do you...
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng.
Oh, this is just a straight up cutscene.
I've been waiting for you. Return.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting,
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
oh no.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, one day, I believe it will overshadow all. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. As such, I have been putting eyes in.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were.
Wait. What?
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Did she swear or something? No, they have swear words in this game. So why is it just a whole bunch of symbols?
At the Guizhang...
You weren't peek.
I fear that peeking... Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
I can see Inazuma from here. And I think what I'm shooting towards is actually the island with the Thunderbird. Don't remember what it's actually called, but I'm just calling it
I believe that you've heard
Thunderbird.
of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was... But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back. To play...
Who's this enemy?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within...
Yeah, last I checked, there aren't any chests up here. Probably because, one,
Wowee.
for a long time,
What
you
a
know,
huge haul!
it was completely destroyed and no way to get back up here. Like, it only recently got it. Or semi-recently? Time blindness is weird. There was only somewhat recently,
Be at
like a
ease,
few
you
updates
two.
ago,
Make
where
yourselves
we
at home
were
if
even
you
able
wish.
to bring the
Can
Jit
we
Chamber
really?
back.
I have invited
And,
you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play,
Ooh, isn't this
And
that
then
legendary
after we
wall?
did, it actually moved. It's not in the same place.
why, you've kept your...
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it.
That's because that wall records Leo's secret. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, if possible. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy... I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. But after she said those words, the time of the adept... Well, I must say that I won't deny that
I don't
Rex
call her
Lapis's
that,
passing
but,
seems advantageous to
sure.
us. But for Liyue, indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant to say
At
from
most,
the
I'll
very
call her
beginning.
Geo Lady.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. And with Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something.
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just one of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for... Just imagine. How much more?
The thing is, they
Which
might not
one? The
believe
biggest
it's an
one.
actual sheet from the wall if you go with that.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest... La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of... Aw, that doesn't sound like... This piece of paper shows... Oh, Ningguang did say that but research on the Sigil of Permission... Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's... Oh. Well, should we... Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't... Anyway, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh...
I see oh. I guess some people were actually gonna wind up never getting some books for at least a little while. Right, I forgot. Okay. I've unlocked Jean's quest. I will do it some other time when I'm done streaming.
It's confidential.
I don't think there are any more books in here.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
I think somebody gives us something, though. Okay, no, it's not them. I don't know who it is, then. Look for shinies. Not seeing any shinies. Guess we're just leaving. So, for the one person watching, who are you gonna pull for, or are you gonna skip the 2.8 banner? Personally, I'm pulling for Kazuha. So.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper.
Ah, dang it, got
And,
noticed.
they look really mad at us, too.
No one escapes my sight!
Time to fulfill my duty.
Don't get frostbite.
Have a load of this.
Get him!
Freeze.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon's seen this pattern before. But... Oh, Paimon, no... But how did a relic of the Adepti end up... Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to... Maybe the Fatui are copying this... Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. That sounds pretty and the plot thicket. Alright, that's enough. The last stop on our rite of parting purpose. Let's go! Huh?
Oh, I haven't gotten this just yet? Totally thought I had already. So, Okay, yeah, it's that one. I'm gonna mark it, and then I'm gonna take it. Just gotta wait a few seconds for it to get ready, and, you know, I'll activate it and everything. Let's get our queue back up so that we can do this quickly.
Dodge this! Cool it!
Get him!
Oh, it might actually be a lot easier just with the rain. Quick and easy.
If you're scared of lightning, hide now.
Easy peasy, quick and easy.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
You know, that sounded a lot better in my head, I gotta say.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit?
It was so big and pretty.
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that...
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more... Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on her... It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never...
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora...
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't... No matter what they may be planning.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of party?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies. Well, why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers...
No. Those lilies have all... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't...
We'll only know once she
I'm
starts
actually
singing.
Tone deaf, whatever that is. So it's actually... Oh! Oculi! 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 Where's the oculi? No, that's the wrong direction. So it's this one? I think? Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Excuse me? And then I'll just glide back. I didn't forget to mark an oculi when I grabbed it, did I? I might have. I'll have to check. I probably did, actually. It's highly likely.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready. Da 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 da. What happened? Windblade! Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value.
Well, that's nice and all, but...
Unfortunately, no.
That's so late.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told...
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did...
Huh. Something seems... She's acting different from the first time.
Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't... When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no of the current 7 Archons. The youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never... But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's say I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
We dare.
Oh, so did you sing us?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition.
Wow, so you really know your...
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this, if you would excuse me.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him...
Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Jean-Louis... Alright, I think it's about time...
Yeah, it looks like I already got the oculi here, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. Okay. I think we're getting pretty close to fighting a child.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are
desperate times.
The Adepti of Jueyun Karst are finally...
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet. However, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable. given the current...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the GOR.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because...
And what now? How...
That's all. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, only now do they want to start keeping tabs on... Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent...
Having connections with... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the... Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's any... He must be waiting for the moment when... But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Why did it say Why did it say teleport? Waypoint unlocked. When there is none. I feel like I said that weird.
What's the hurry?
I need to eat. My stomach is rumbling.
What's the hurry?
A healer is very much needed.
This will be interesting.
Let's make sure that we've got our highest attackers ready to go. Healer.
We can do this!
I will need to ascend her.
Wow! This is the
And while
golden
this cutscene is happening, I'm gonna go
It
grab a
was
snack.
impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
I hope I didn't make you guys wait too long.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
What's the hurry?
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Qixing are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the night when she faces a worthy opponent. She will prioritize her mission, weigh the up. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what
I have no idea why I'm skipping Tartaglia's voice lines.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Opportunity. How unbecoming.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
A clear shot.
Crap. Now, where'd you go?
Cowering already? Dodge this!
I'll protect us.
How unbecoming. Celestial Voyager! Cowering already?
I'll race you there. Let it rain.
Run all you like! Freeze! So quick to flee.
What's the hurry?
You're wide open.
I'm so glad I have so much experience fighting him.
Try this. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. All you do is run.
That's cheating!
Dodge this! Hi. Got you. No use hiding back there.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Something else catch your eye? Freeze! Got you. Cool it! Raging tide!
That's cheating!
Eat this!
No one escapes my...
All you do is run. Freeze!
What the frick?
Crush you!
You're a turd!
What's the hurry? Dodge this! Gotcha.
That move just reminded me of
use
Zhao.
hiding back there. Something else catch your eye?
Let the show begin.
Cool it! You've got some skills.
Go,
Gotcha.
Barbara, go!
Freeze!
Get him!
This! Dodge this!
I'll race you there! Let's dance!
No use hiding back there! Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Magical princess transformation. His hair actually gets a slight purple tinge at the tips.
You got
the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
Freeze!
What's the hurry?
Dang it! Well, at least I didn't get completely one shot.
Let the show begin.
Crap.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Cool it!
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I'll protect us.
At least I'm doing better than the first time I ever fought him.
Die here.
Yeah, I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that— You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak.
With the exception of your family, I'm guessing?
We cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world—
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we... Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of...
What are you...
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pin in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? No. So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be—
We've already discussed this together.
What? With
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong— For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
Can I switch back to my main party though?
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Okay, yeah, they're
All able Millelith, with me!
Yeah.
Let's go have two!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Looks like I went too far. Let's dodge this.
Oh, so sorry.
Freeze! I miscalculated. Finally, some quiet.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Ow.
Ready, steady, go!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
It isn't time for a break yet. My duty.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Adeptal energy! That light from your body. It's like the time of Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madam King's shockwave. This grid is really strong.
Looks like I went too far. Disgusting.
Dodge this! This isn't good. Freeze!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Imagine how it would be if I still had like 2 Anmo characters in it. This would be ultimate speed.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! What's the hurry? Cool it!
Looks like I went too far.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
What's the hurry?
Oh my god. Those ones just up and vanish.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Has someone severely upped energy recharge or something? Yeah, that looks like seriously higher.
Are you here to play?
I guess this is
Freeze!
not breaking up my work, I just said.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloudred. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started... At first, it was only the size of a small room. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a bit... Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that's... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Oh?
3,700 years. The court, even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood... But that does not mean that the Liyue of do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each...
Are you questioning our means of...
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti
Forebears, you say?
This morning.
What?
In the dream, I yearn to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract.
It would be funny if that was just a plain old
generation
dream.
Of the Qixing leaves
created by the
things of value
subconscious.
To be inherited by the next
In fact, that's probably what it was, because I don't
also
know of
thought
any
to tell
dream
him
walking powers.
How the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say out loud?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such...
Each of the 7 nations has its own...
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised...
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show...
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier.
Huh? citizen?
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith got when danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are adept.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their... Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call more... The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard...
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this...
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti... Oh, right! It's nice that a child wanted to unleash... But we were able to handle the... Oh, and speaking of that... Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's going. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
What's the hurry?
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at...
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong... Last time we saw Zhongli was before we... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure...
Oh my gosh. No, I almost fell out the window.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the City of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could hit. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Signora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chia? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and that...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best, as you know. I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowd.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until...
So you mean that if the Chaos ever reached the point of no return...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This, despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue. All of these things turned out as I had planned. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the
Huh?
On the contrary, I think...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit...
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, my agreement with the Cryo-Ark. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsar... Uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head. So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? I mean, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow.
Fatui? They certainly are very...
Shh! Lower your...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened...
Say, do you think the person who has...
Now that you mention it, that's... I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look.
I'm gonna try to be on the other side of the wall when they make the announcement. Or maybe I'll be on top of it. That would be more fun. Ah, dang it.
Hear ye all, the Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must... Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was... Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation. So that's... Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention, could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret? Exactly, right? Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous.
The long, unending...
Now that we have awoken, will you stand with us?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence that does Her Eminence the U...
Huh? Is she looking...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really...
Is that the traveler who they say defeated?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. Name your price.
Whoa. Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
I think I have.
But it's, well...
Okay, we're good.
Perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis?
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowd.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rexlap, and here you are looking up.
Why would... Right. If the...
Ha! That sounds like...
You're right. I do lack the Mora.
But why would Morax like...
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand...
Oh, no wonder! But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora at...
Well, we were only spending for two... In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhong. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true. But there...
Paimon thinks that...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Yes. The nation... The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances, but if a person shows true strength of will, this is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how...
But starting from last year, the
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay...
They want to seize visions? But why? Aren't visions blessings?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because...
Whoa, that's hard.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have... Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond... 7 ideals for 7 gods. All right then. Was there anything... Well then, I suppose...
No. Liyue Archon quest is done. So many quests! And there's a chest! Okay, so where is this? Where am I? Okay, that's where I am. So that means it's this chest right here.
Fascinating.
How many primos do I have? Enough for a wish. Probably gonna get a 5-star, or not 5-star, 4-star soon. Yep, right here. Please be new.
I didn't know you were so...
Like, only getting constellations. Oh, I finally unlocked the fishing stuff. Jeez. I've got 4 options for Archon quests. Jeez. Okay. But yeah, I was a little worried about this one. Like, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do this one. Because, like, for some reason, I kept thinking that it was, like, specifically an event-only thing. I don't know why. Okay. Wait, what? Seriously? That's interesting. Well, there's a lot to do. But I think I will save them for another time. So, yeah. I'm gonna call it for the stream. And, yeah.